Welcome. Today, we want to study something about linear equations. The spelling Linear equations. That's linear equations involving fractions, spelled fractions, fractions. Now, how can you know an expression is a fraction in a linear equation? Let me demonstrate. So you can have an example like the one you see on the board. That is 1 divided by 3 in one bracket 2x plus 3 equals 5. So you can see that that's exactly what we have on the board. And you can see that there is a fraction in the expression. Yes. So the question is, how do you solve an equation like that? So I am here to help you or guide you to solve something like that. So we follow the following steps or methods to solve an equation like that. And the first step is to find the LCM. Again, the LCM. So what does the L mean? And then what does the M mean? And then also what does the C mean? The L stands for least. Least spelled Least, least. And then the C stands for common, which is spelled COMMON. Then the last one, which is the M, stands for multiple, which is spelled MULTIPLE. So, first of all, how do you find the LCM? You need to find the LCM before you can actually solve the equation. So we're going to study how to find the LCM. So let's use an example to find. So let's use an example to get to what we are trying to talk about. So we have an example like 2 divided by 3 in one bracket, x plus 2 equals 1 divided by 4 in another bracket, x plus 3. Now, again, just like I was saying, we have an example on the board expressed as 2 divided by 3 in one bracket, x plus 2 equals 1 divided by 4 in another bracket x plus 3. So the other question is, how do we find the LCM from this particular expression? It's simple. First, you need to focus on the fraction or the fractions in the expression. So we have two fractions. The first one is 2 divided by 3, and then the other one is 1 divided by 4. Again, just like I was saying, we focus on the denominators. The denominator, you can see clearly on the board, is 3 for the first one, and the second one, the denominator is 4. Okay, so now what do we do? We have 3 as the denominator for the first fraction and 4 as the denominator for the second fraction. So what we do to find the LCM is we multiply 3 by 4. Because 3 is not a factor of 4. So what do? We multiply 3 by 4 to get the LCM. So try that. Let's see. 3 multiplied by 4. And the answer is, yes, 12. So this means 12 becomes our LCM. Okay. So what we do next is we multiply each term in the expression by 12. Let me demonstrate. So you'd have 12 multiplying 2 divided by 3, then your bracket x plus 2 equals 12 again, multiplying 1 divided by 4, then the other bracket x plus 3. You remember, we just want the fractions to go off. We don't need the fractions in the expression. So that is why we multiplied 12 by each term in the expression. So now let's see how the calculation goes. So just look on the board. 12 multiplied by 2 over 3, and when we divide, what answer do we get? We know 3 will divide 12 by, again, 3 divide 12, and then the answer we get will be 4. Yes. Are we done? No. We need to continue. So we go to the next term in the expression, which is 12 multiplied by 1 divided by 4. But we know 4 will divide itself, and then 4 will divide 12. So first off, 4 divided by itself, the answer will be 1. And then again, 4 divided by the other number, which is 12. And the answer will be, yes, 3. So we now know how to solve this nicely. So how do we write it? So we rewrite the expression, the whole expression, as 4 multiplied by 2 in one bracket, x plus 2 equals 3 multiplied by x plus 3 in the other bracket. Now, this is how the expression is. So we can continue, right? Okay. Again, you know we need to expand the bracket by multiplying the numbers. So let's try and do that. So 4 multiplied by 2, and the answer will be 8. Then we rewrite our bracket again, x plus 2. Then we go to the next expression, which is 3, multiplying the bracket x plus 3. That one, 2. Okay, so we need to rewrite the expression again. Okay, fine. Now we are done writing the expression. So we can continue, right? Okay. So now the focus is on expanding the bracket just like how we discussed in the previous lesson. So let's try that as well. So you know that 8 will multiply x and again multiply 2. So let's try that. 8 multiplying x plus 8 multiplying 2. Right? Okay. Then we move to the next expression or the next term in the expression. 3 multiplies x. Then after that, again, 3 multiplies 3. Let's write that as well. So 3 multiplies x plus 3 multiplying 3. So now we can work on the expression that we have. So let's continue. 8 multiplied by x gives us 8x. And then 8 multiplied by 2 gives us, yes, 16 plus 16. Then we move to the other side. 3 multiplied by x gives us 3x. And then the last expression, 3 multiplied by 3, and the answer is, yes, 9. So remember that with the expression that we have, what do? Remember, we group like terms just like discussed in the previous lesson. So let's do that as well. So we have 8x staying, and then we try to move 3x from the other side to the left hand side. And remember, if it's positive, the number is positive. So positive 3x moves to the left hand side, and then the sign will change from positive to negative. So let's write that as well. Minus 3x is what we are going to have now. So negative 3x. Now 16.2 has to move to the other side because we are grouping like term, right? And remember again that 16 is positive. So when it moves to the other side, it becomes, yes, it becomes negative. So we write that 2. So negative 16 plus 9. Good. I hope what we've done is right? Yes. Now, Remember that again, in the previous lesson, we said the next step to follow is to either add or subtract the like terms. So that's what we are going to do now. 8x minus 3x. 8x minus 3x. When we subtract, what would the answer be? The answer will be 5x. 5x. So let's write that. Now we are done with the left hand side, so our focus goes to the right hand side now. Minus 16 plus 9. We subtract, and then the answer will be what would the answer be? And the answer will be 7. Negative 7. Good. Negative 7 is the answer on the left hand side. Now, what do we do again? We try to isolate x by dividing through by 5. So we divide the left hand side and the right hand side by 5. So let's try that as well. 5x divided by 5 equals negative 7 divided by 5. So the answer that we have now, just like we just explained, 5x divided by 5 equals minus 7 divided by 5. Okay. So let's try and do the division. 5 divided by 5, and the answer will be x. Negative 7 divided by 5, and what would the answer be? Minus 7 divided by 5. That would be the answer. So let's write that as well. Minus 7 divided by 5. So the final answer is going to be x equals minus 7 divided by 5. So in today's lesson, what did we study about? We talked about linear equation involving fractions. And you know that the first step is to look for the LCM. Then after that, we multiply each term in the expression by the LCM. After we are done with that, we try to expand the bracket in the equation. Then after that, we add or we group like terms, then we add or subtract the like terms. Then after that as well, we divide both sides by the coefficient of x to get our answer. So that's how we solve linear equations involving fractions. We'll end the class here, and then I hope to meet you in the next class.